let's temper our expectations, because I'll be honest with y'all. When I saw the stills, I saw the stills from the trailer yesterday, and then I just saw the trailer like literally not even 2 minutes before this. I thought this was I low key thought I'm not a big fan of the art style. I'm not a big fan of the art style. I'll be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of the art style. It looks a little AI generated. Not saying it is. It just looks a little bit AI. It looks a lot of what I'm really starting to dislike as I'm seeing it more and more on my screen is like when a company, when an entertainment company wants to make something uh more realistic, kind of with like the little realism, but it's still fictional, but it's realism, but they have to up like the quality, and when they up the quality so much, like the it starts to feel like gooey. Like I don't know, it looks so like it doesn't look it doesn't look right to me. It looks odd. It looks so flowy, and it's almost like they're making it with Play-Doh, right? I don't. Games are doing it, movies are doing it, and it's like it's getting really annoying. But let's focus on the actual like what they actually were giving us in the trailer. They gave us the hey now you're a rock star, you know what I'm saying? They gave us that, like, okay, a nice little throwback. However, they could have given us. I'm curious what the full soundtrack is going to sound like. I just I think Donkey seems like the most consistent characterization wise, so I'm happy with that. I'm not upset about that. He does seem like the most consistent. There's nothing to really change about Donkey. You know what I'm saying? You can't really change anything about him. His art style, I don't like the way he looks in the new art style. He looks odd. They all look odd to me. Um, but it probably gives them more freedom for the character to be more expressive or whatnot. But you know, there's other ways to do it. But the point is like Shrek is one of those characters where I don't know how. I'm not the biggest fan on like how his character arc kind of takes place in the multiple movies. Um, he's a family man now. I'm not against that idea. I just I don't know. It feels like it feels like a little bit of um, it's kind of a little played out now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Um, what am I doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm curious what the actual story is going to be. Like, what are they going? Like, what kind of hijinks are these characters going to get into now? Even though like we've already been through some crazy shit in the last what 4 movies, right? My question is one of my questions I have is: are they going to talk about what happened in Happily Ever After? Are they going to talk about what happened in the third movie, in the fourth movie? Are y'all going to have that conversation? Because Shrek, Fiona, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like there's a little bit of a and and their kids have grown up now. They do have 3 kids now, so I guess like well technically didn't they have like more than 3 kids though? What happened to the other kids they had? Because I'm only seeing like 3 of them, and one of them is not even in the trailer, which is odd. Because I thought she was. Where did she go? Right? And Zendaya's in the movie, so that's one of the daughters, or that's a daughter. I don't know if they have. I think they have 2 sons and a daughter, but I thought they have 4 kids. Didn't they have 4 kids? Or they have 3 kids? I don't. I gotta watch the movie again. But like, the point is that like I'm I'm curious as to how this is going to, because I mean, cause I'm curious as to how they're going to write Fiona as a character. Like, how's Fiona going to be personified or characterized as? Because she is a, if we're being real, she is a princess, right? That was turned into an ogre. Um, to the princess that was turned into an ogre, right? So because of that, right? Like, I feel like she's still. I think there's a level of happy birthday. I think there's a level of where, like, in the trailer she was taught. She said like speed up Shrek or something like that. I kind of hope that there's like a dichotomy between Shrek and Fiona, where Shrek is more he's okay with being around slumish type people, right? He's okay with being around like the bottom of the barrel type characters because he's always been there. That's kind of where he naturally is. Um, I don't know if I don't know about Fiona though. Fiona's gonna have some issues for sure. We'll see. Right up there. But I don't know. And how they're gonna characterize the kids, because how is that gonna work? Because are they gonna have I guess it looks like they're gonna have twins, and then they're gonna have the daughter, but they're all the same age, right? Or are they not the same? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. We shall find out. It's definitely a question. I don't know. I think I just feel like it's off. Something feels off with this new movie, and I'm kind of hoping that that's. I kind of hope that what they're doing, if the writers were smart, what I hope that they do is they make like the point of this movie is that, like, yeah, it looks off. Something's weird happening. Something's odd is happening in this movie. You know what I'm saying? And then towards the end of the movie, we get a revelation that, uh, yeah, this whole movie was a farce, and then actually the real movie, or not even the real movie, but like actually we get like they changed the art style towards the end of the movie to the actual art style of what they was going for. I think that'd be interesting. I think that'd be very interesting. That'd be very meta because they're promoting the movie in a certain way, and they're promoting the movie with this new art style, and then like towards the end, like a spell gets broken. They could really do that, but because they did it. They did a similar idea with the last movie, where Rumpelstiltskin had an alternate universe, right, where Shrek and Fiona never got together, and then Fiona became like some warrior princess lady. That was cool. Thought that was fun. They could go that direction again with this one, but this time it's not a. The positive outcome is that Shrek and Fiona lived this family lifestyle with their kids But then towards the end of the movie, they actually find out that it was all fake, and the kids are still kids, or like they're still babies or something. You know what I'm saying? That would be interesting. Not sure how well it would go over for the audience if that was to happen, right? Um, but it's possible. I kind of hope. All I hope is that the writers are smart enough to know what the audience is expecting from this movie, and trying to like find a middle ground between what the audience is expecting versus what the writers want to do with the story moving forward, right? Because they can have a different idea, but at the same time, the audience still does want what the audience wants. So you kind of have to have a balancing act there. But you gotta know what the audience wants, right? And it's been the last, like, I think the last Shrek movie was in 2010s, if I'm not mistaken. You know, like in the late 2010s or something like that. So they wanted to. I mean, if it was me, right, while I'm writing this movie, I'm looking at what people are hypothesizing, or people are theorizing about the story and this and that, and I have my own theories, so I'm kind of like trying to find ways to incorporate some of that in there. I think that'd be cool, but I don't know. We'll find. We have to find out. I'm just not the biggest fan of the art style. I'm unfortunately I'm not. Um, Nobody really cares about Strike 4. Forever After, that's what it's called. They came out in 2010. 2010. It's been 16 years. Shrek 4 came out in 2010? Wow. 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 That's crazy. So, I'm very curious as to what because if I remember correctly, Shrek 4 is like the low point of the series for a lot of fans, I think. I don't think it's that bad. I actually think like Rumpelstiltskin was a great villain. It was an interesting story. I think if they wanted to continue the storyline of Forever After, I wouldn't hate it too much, but it also kind of makes it feel like I think like Shrek kind of, like he's a little odd in this movie. You know what I'm saying? He but he wasn't the greatest character either, because had like his midlife crisis apparently, and it was kind of like he wasn't happy with because he was so used to being alone. So this is kind of like a moment for him where he's questioning he loves Fiona and he wants to be with her and have a family, but at the same time his comfortability at being alone, you know what I'm saying, is also low-key threatened with children, right? Like, it's not threatened because of children, but it's threatened because he's having children, and he doesn't have the alone time he used to have before. So, right, it's not a bad storyline, right? It just means that he has to get used to the fact that he's not going to really have alone time like that anymore. Or if he does have alone time, he needs to find a way to have that alone time and work with it. You know? They didn't really give us a storyline for this one. Hold on, let me go to YouTube. Let's see and watch it again. The storyline was like, oh, a new adventure, and they went to jail. I'm like, okay, sure. Don't know what that means. Toy Story 5 came out? I didn't know Toy Story 5 was out. Excuse me. Shrek Senku. Let's watch it again. Oh, here it is. This is interesting. It's a teaser trailer. They didn't even give us an actual trailer. It's a teaser trailer.
Once upon a time, an hideous ogre.
What? What? I forgot. I didn't even realize it was a teaser trailer. This is a teaser? They keep giving us teasers, bro. They keep teasing us. You teasing us. Teasing. I'm gonna be honest with you. This voiceover with the narrator is another reason why I think my theory about Rumpelstiltskin still being involved in Shrek's life is a possibility. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay? Because why the fuck? Because if you look at the past movies, right? The narrator never really has an opinion about Shrek or Donkey, or really anything, right? Like, the narrator is just the narrator. All of a sudden now it's the hideous ogre and delusional donkey. And the art style is different. Something's up. Something's up. Something's up. I think it's Rumpelstiltskin. I think it's Rumpelstiltskin doing some bullshit in the back. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I honestly believe this movie is part 2 to Shrek 4. It's like Shrek 4.5. Low key, they could really do Shrek 4.5 if they really.
And a delusional donkey embarked on a journey to the magical city of further away.
Further away.
Oh my God, it's happening! It's really happening! Do you know what that means?
Also, it's interesting that, like, Shrek has not changed his clothes at all. Like, he's still wearing the same clothes. He's still bald. Somehow, I think he just has pattern baldness. I don't know. Does he have alopecia? I'm confused. Why is he still bald? Where's his hair? I get it. That's his signature look. But I feel like they had an opportunity to give Shrek hair in Shrek 4, but they didn't. So I don't know. I don't like this animation style like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of this art style, bro. I know why they did it though. I'm just not a fan of the art style. Also, does Donkey is Donkey just a deadbeat dad? I'm confused. Like, why is he not? Why do we not have a mention of? We have a photo. We have a photo of him and Dragon and their kids, but like no mention of the kids being here. How old are the kids? Like, it's just a teaser, so like they can't really give us everything. But why is he still over at Shrek's house? Where's your house at, Donkey? Why are you like this? like I feel like these stories can naturally progress in a way, but they just it almost feels like I don't know if the writers are bold enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like to actually have actual story happen. You know what I'm saying? Like actually like plot progression from movie to movie. Because they might just go back to status quo, or maybe they could be smart about this and say it may not look like the story has progressed because the characters are doing what they've always done, but that's what we want you to think, because at the end of the movie we're going to see what's actually happening. You know what I'm saying? They could really do that. They could really do that with this movie, and that theory alone kind of makes me excited for this movie. I'm not gonna lie. My abs abded. Also, Shrek looks so odd here. Like, Shrek looks soft. I know that sounds crazy, but Shrek looks soft. Why does he look like that? Why does he look? It's the art style. It's the art style. He doesn't look like a hard chiseled angry character, but he's actually a softie on the inside. He actually looks like a softie. I don't know. Something's up. I'm getting my radar vibes are going off. Something's up. Something's up with this art style, and they possibly could be doing it on purpose. Because if we're gonna think about the history of Shrek, the history of the Shrek franchise is meta, purely meta. The whole point of the Shrek franchise, quite literally, was to shit on Disney. So they don't like Disney. They're not a big fan of Disney. So if they're going to do what Disney is doing, they might be throwing pot shots at Disney while they're doing it. But how could they do that in Shrek 5? I don't know. They could do a lot here. They could do a lot because they can make it seem like Shrek and the gang are kind of like they're not really growing, or like they're kind of getting like what's the word, like kind of sanitized. They're like sanitizing the characters so they're palatable, right? So they're palatable, but realistically what the story could be doing is like, what they could do is like they make it seem like it's palatable, and then they hit you with like a ton of bricks towards the middle of the movie. They really could do that. And that's the crazy part. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they could do that. The Shrek team, quite literally. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not. So what you're saying is Shrek.
Also, like, where's the daughter at? Because all I see is the two sons.
Also, no, don't say it.
This is so interesting to me. This is interesting. They could do it. They. Also, there's like a somebody on a magic broom. Wink, wink. Somebody's on a magic broom.
What this is?
Somehow, the gingerbread man is. What's going on with Gingy, bro? Why is he? Why is he? What is he doing? Why? This is actually kind of a funny joke. It's actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's actually kind of funny. I don't like it. I don't like that I find this funny, but it is kind of funny that Gingy almost feels like a pseudo like cross-dresser to me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of just spitballing here. Okay, I'm spitballing. Gingy is giving off cross-dresser vibes. I don't know what you want me to say. He's giving off a little bit of a, you know what I'm saying? Like, even in the first movie, when we first met him, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he really has, like, much of a, what's the word? Like, like, he was already kind of, like, feminine in nature. Not nature, but, like, he was also kind of, like, he was more than just, you know what I'm saying, just, like, a masculine archetype. Like his voice, his demeanor. Like, I think they're kind of playing into that whole thing where he's probably a little interested in cross-dressing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's just gay. I don't know. I mean, there could be a lot. There could be a lot to unpack with Gingy. There always has been a lot to unpack with Gingy. Let's be real. I don't like this art style, bro. This art style is pissing me off.
Wanna date a snowman?
Speed up, Shrek.
I like this line. I have a love-hate relationship with this line from Fiona. Because her saying, like, speed up, Shrek. It's kind of funny. Because she is still a princess. And she grew up in a very sheltered lifestyle. Even though her shelter was low-key kidnapping, but, like, sheltered. So she's not really used to certain areas of the kingdoms or of certain lands, you know what I'm saying? So, like, she's still... I kind of like the idea that she's kind of... like, she's uncomfortable being in the dirt, in the slums. But I feel like Shrek should just be, like, a little... I don't know, I feel like Shrek should, like... I feel like, at least for me, I would make it to where, like, Shrek would be a little more like, it's fine, Fiona, it's fine. I've been here before. Well, he doesn't have to be there, but, like, he'd be like, it's fine. I know these types of people, right? It's possible that they could go that route for Shrek and Fiona, because I would like for Shrek and Fiona to have, like, a little back and forth about it, you know? Especially when it comes to having kids. Like, now that they have kids, they actually are... They're actually more aware that they can't just be everywhere because their kids need to be safe, right? So Shrek is a little more likely to be okay with it. Fiona's less likely because, you know, various reasons between Shrek and Fiona.
You really can't help yourself, can you?
Hell to the no, I can't.
I'm just... This art style is so, like, fluid. It's too fluid. That's the word. It's fluid. It's so fluid and soft and, like, wet. It's too much. It's too the fur textures on Donkey looks AI generated. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's upsetting. It's really upsetting. But it's only because they teased this before, like, the boom of AI. So, like, I don't know. I don't think this is AI, but, like, I just think that it happens to look a little too, you know,
You really can't help yourself.
it's odd. It's a little odd to me, you know.
Can you?
Hell to the no, I can't.
They can say it. They can say it. Okay, so that's the daughter, I think, on the broom. So what is the? I'm curious. What's the daughter doing? Like, what is this? Is Zendaya's character? So like, it did the daughter just like leave the house and just go on her own adventures? And maybe, hold up. Okay, so maybe the daughter. Okay, so maybe what it is that the daughter left to go on some adventures of her own because she's grown. I'm assuming she's old enough to do stuff like that. I don't know how old she is, but they all seem like they're in there. Well, if you're going by the timeline of the movies, it's been 16 years, right? And in Shrek Forever After, their kids were probably like 3 or 4 or 5 years old, probably. Um, I have to watch the movie again, but like it seems like they're around that age. Like they were still in their baby ages, more or less, right? So if they're actually going by the 16-year mark between movies, that means that it's been 16 years, and they've grown up. Obviously, so I'm guessing they're probably in their college age now, like beginning of college age. Okay, so yeah, okay. I mean, by that logic, right, it would make sense that they would want to go out, or at least that one of them would be bound to go out and do stuff. But like I said before, don't they have 4 kids? Didn't they have more kids than 3? Or maybe I'm just tripping. And maybe I haven't seen the movie in a while. I thought they had 4 kids. I thought they had 4. What happened to the 4th one? And it's interesting because like they're throwing Shrek, Fiona, the 2 sons, and Donkey in jail. Where's the daughter at? Maybe they're looking for their daughter because something happened. Or at least they think something happened to their daughter, so they went to go find her as a family, which is cool. I'm not against that idea at all. Like, as a family, say, hey, we gotta go find your sister. We gotta go find our daughter. Let's go find her. Let's do it, right? And like Shrek said, this isn't that type of adventure. We're actually on a rescue mission because we don't know what the fuck is happening. So, I don't know. I'm kind of getting hyped. Just off the storyline alone, they could be cooking here. Just off the story of the possible storyline, they could be cooking with something, bro. They could be cooking with something. I just don't like the art style. I just don't think the art style is that good, and that's why I think they're doing that. I think that they know what they're doing when it comes to this movie. I'm gonna start coping. I'm gonna start coping now. This is me coping. I think Hopecore. Okay, I'm kind of hoping that they know what this looks like, so they can kind of flip the script on you towards the middle of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of hoping that that everybody behind the team, the Shrek team, I'm kind of hoping that they know. That they know. They're not dumb. They know, right? I'm assuming that they know what they're doing, and then they're gonna hit us with something crazy in the middle of the movie, and it's gonna be like, oh, that's why they did this. Okay. I'm hoping. I'm really hopecore. I am copium galore for this movie. I love Shrek. I love the Shrek movies. They are my childhood, bro. I love all. Well, Shrek 4 is Yeah. But I like the storyline that they was going with in Shrek 4. I like what they was trying to do with Shrek 4. Shrek 1 to 3 is where I really like. That's my heart. Shrek 2, Shrek 2 was my shit, bro. Shrek 2, I used to watch Shrek 2 religiously, bro. I like, come on, man. So I really think that they got to be doing something interesting with this. Also, they're partnering with Universal Pictures. Uh, Interesting, right? What's up? So they're in jail now.
Baby, come back.
This is interesting. Um, where is Donkey's kids at? I'm gonna keep asking this question. Where's Donkey's kids? Where's the dragon at? Right, we had a picture of it in the trailer, in the teaser trailer, the picture of them, but they're not showing anything. You know what I'm saying? The amount of times that Shrek has been in jail, I think it's like 3 times. 4. Actually, wait, hold on. Has Shrek been in jail for all 4 movies? 5 movies? In the first one, was he in jail in the first one? Yes, he was in the first one. Yes, he was. No, no, that was the second one. He was in jail. No, he was in jail for the second one. He went to jail in the Shrek the Third. I don't know if he went to jail in Shrek the Third. He did go to jail in the fourth movie because of the alternate dimension type thing that happened, and then he's in jail for this one. So it seems like a running gag that Shrek just keeps keeps going to jail for some reason. But I mean, we know why. But like, and you know what's interesting about this? Because they haven't shown they've only shown the twins, the 2 twins in this teaser trailer, and neither one of them has said anything. I'm a little suspicious about that. Why haven't they said anything? I feel like, why aren't the sons more active, or vocally active anyway? Like, they're keeping the voices hidden for some reason. I wonder why. Does one of them? I hope one of them sounds like some. I hope one of them sounds like super country, and the other one sounds like this super like, yeah, man, come on, dude, it's just like, I think it'd be kind of funny. That'd be funny. It'd be kind of. I think it'd be a funny little joke between the twins. That one of them is super country, super hillbilly, and the other one is like the complete opposite, valley boy type situation. Yeah, man, like, it's just, yeah, man, me and my brother, we were just chilling. God, we're goddamn tooting, that's what we do. Like, I think that'd be funny. I think it'd be funny, personally. It'd be funny, personally. I don't know what they're going to do with this. I don't know what kind of joke they might have. I don't know. All we see is their characters. I mean, they look fine, I guess. Like, they have, like, the Gen Z haircuts, I guess, of mixed kids. You can tell they're mixed with the haircut. You can tell these are mixed children. For sure.
See, there was something.
I feel bad for Fiona, bro. Because they just, they, I don't think they can catch a break, bro. She thought this life was going to be easy. No. Actually, you had an easier life when you were a white woman. Surprisingly. Obviously. Like, man, they turned the comments off. No, they turned off the comments of the. Okay. 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 I mean, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that they should keep the comments on, but at the same time, I'm kind of side-eyeing them turning off the comments a little bit. I'm like, why are you turning off the comments, huh? Come on, Universal Pictures. Come on, Universal. Why are you turning off the comments, huh? Why are you turning off the comments? Why you feel the need to turn off the comments, huh? What, you scared? What, you scared of us? You scared of fandom? You scared of Shrek fandom? Yeah, honestly, it's been 16 years. They should be scared at this point. It's been 16 years since the last movie. You should be very scared, actually. The Shrek fandom don't play. As a fan, as a person that is tangentially a part of the Shrek fandom, yeah, we don't play around. I honestly, they know what the response is going to be. They have to. They already put out the teaser before. They knew what that response is going to be, right? They knew what that response was when they first did the first teaser, right? Either turning off the comments is either a really good idea or a really bad one. I don't know. I don't know. But I think this teaser trailer definitely had. I feel like the movie on the surface level. This looks. The problem with this movie is that it feels like certain scenes in certain parts of the movie looks AI generated. Genuinely, look at this. That looks AI generated. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's true. This looks fake. It looks fake. It looks fake, and I feel like if the Shrek team is smart, they know that this looks AI generated. They have to, right? Like, they have to know. They have to be playing into that. I don't know. This could go one or two ways. This movie can go one or two ways. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get out of here because I got other stuff I got to do. But this movie can go one or two ways. This movie can be Wreck-It Ralph 2. And all the controversy and all the complicatedness around that movie. This could be a Wreck-It Ralph 2 situation. Or this can be a Puss in Boots situation. What do I mean by that? I'm going to explain. Okay, so Puss in Boots, right? I feel like when I first heard that they was making a Puss in Boots movie, the one with death, the really good one. At first, I was like, why does Puss in Boots need a movie? And the last time I heard about the Puss in Boots movie, the one before that, I was like, that movie was okay. Like, it was alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really care about the previous Puss in Boots movie before. What is it called? There's Puss in Boots 3D. Oh, there's 6 of them. There's 6. No, there's not 6 of them. Puss in Boots, 2011. That movie wasn't bad. I don't think it was a bad movie. Now, I just didn't really care about it as much. But Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, that was a banger. Okay, that was a banger. Okay, now, they could go the Puss in Boots: Last Wish route, where I didn't know how this movie was going to turn out simply because the last movie wasn't as interesting as I would hoped. I mean, the last movie wasn't bad, like I said, but it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really care for it too much. It was okay, though. You know what I'm saying? Shrek 4 is like that for me. Shrek 4 is like, not bad. Not bad storyline. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really care for it in the grand scheme of all the Shrek movies. It was more of a low point, right? But then you had Wreck-It Ralph 2, which people usually don't like, because it got a little too meta, and then they didn't know what to do after that. After they started getting meta, you know what I'm saying? Wreck-It Ralph 2 got meta. Got so into the meta that they kind of lost the sauce of what the original movie was about. At least for me. So it just they got too lost in their own meta weeds, so to speak. I don't want Shrek 5 to be like that. I don't want Shrek 5 to be so meta that they forget what Shrek is truly about. You know what I'm saying? So they have to find that middle point between Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and Wreck-It Ralph 2, or Ralph Breaks the Internet. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Because we saw the other teaser trailer, right? There was the other teaser trailer with where they had like Shrek going through like the TikTok reel, and I thought that was kind of interesting. And I feel like the Shrek, I feel like the Shrek team has to be aware of stuff like this, right? So, hold on. Let me look at the other teaser real quick. 1 year ago. Damn, it was a year ago? Please don't suck. I don't want this. I hope this movie doesn't suck, bro. I'm gonna be so sad if it isn't good. I'm gonna be like, oh my, they could have had a banger on their hands. We'll find out. I gotta look at this other teaser trailer they did a year before. This was last year when they did this. I didn't even know they did this last.
Magic Mirror. Who's the?
Okay, Magic Mirror. Magic Mirror is mogging all of us. What the fuck? They turned the comments off for this one too.
Fairest of them all. Why, Shrek, of course.
This is crazy. This is. Why are these?
Ew, Dad. Ooh, Mommy like.
No.
Who's making this?
This is interesting. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. No. Hold on. Why is Magic Mirror inside of Shrek's house? I have questions. Also, the daughter is here now. Well, not now, but like the daughter was in last year. They showed the daughter. So, at what point does this happen in the movie where the daughter is home, and then next thing you know, she's gone, riding a broomstick in land of farther away? How did she get over there? Did she get teleported? What happened? I have a lot of questions.
Stuff.
And Pinocchio is here for some reason.
Whoa! Shrek 5, starring Mike Myers.
Yeah, the casting. They've released the casting, which is, I guess, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll have to find out. Like, this movie could be good. It also could be bad. It literally could go either way. That's the crazy part. This movie could really hit us with like a random like shift change, like the tone. Like, they could really do a giant tone shift in the middle of this movie. Because, like, I don't know, they just could. They could be showing us the beginning of the movie, and they're not showing us anything else. And I feel like next year, we're probably in the beginning of next year, they're probably gonna give us an actual trailer. Like, the actual trailer, they show us, like, oh, that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for Shrek 5, because I am. My own theories have made me hyped. I'm not gonna lie. I'll see you guys later. Peace.